Uh, man, man, y'all come on in the room, man. This got to be one of the most saddest. Man, this got to be one of the most saddest moments in all of American history, right? And I'm just really sitting here. I'm really trying to actually, I'm actually trying to put two and two together. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm actually trying to put two and two together, right? Um, man, I tell you, bro. Russia, 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 Russia. What is going on with Russia? What is going on with Vladimir Putin? Now, I can sit here and tell y'all that I agree with Donald Trump, and deep down in the inside, I don't agree with him. That's what I can say. I could easily say I agree with Donald Trump just to say I disagree with Trump. But at the same time, a lot of people is questioning what Donald Trump is doing for Ukraine, right? They saying Donald Trump is out of pocket. The American citizens are literally saying that Donald Trump is out of pocket for defending Ukraine. Me personally, myself, I don't see that. I don't think that. I promise you, I don't see that. I really think that Donald Trump is doing the right thing, making the right choice, and making the right decision. Whether y'all agree with that or not, that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna hold you, right? I ain't even gonna hold you long. I promise you, I won't be on here long today. I won't be on here long today, and the reason why I'm saying that is because people have an issue, right? People still have an issue um, with me, doing what I do best, right? And the reason why I'm kind of like talking about this Russia and this Ukraine situation, because Russia done got beside themselves. Vladimir Putin, the man that got beside himself. The man really think literally that at the end of the day, he can do what he want to do. He can bomb Ukraine whenever he want to bomb Ukraine, and there are no consequences. Well, I'm here to tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna put y'all up on a little game. I'm gonna hit you with a little ism, and I ain't even gonna hold you too long, right? Man, Donald Trump ain't going for that shit, man. There's only one world great power country in this world that can take the initiative to do what they want to do, man, and that's the United States of America. However, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. However, that is not something that we do as a country. We do not thrive or strive on taking advantage of the weak. Now, I could easily say here and say, man, yo, man, Donald Trump is wrong, blah, 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 this and that, the third, so on and so forth, etc. But I'm not going to do all of that. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm not going to do all of that. Because that's right, Trump is live. Trump train is live. You're absolutely right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here and kind of like try to make this short, sweet, simple, and fast as much as possible. That's what I got to do. And I apologize for the inconvenience in advance. I definitely do. Apologize for the inconvenience. But I gotta get in the inside and take this hot ass. It's really hot out here, man. I gotta get in the inside under the AC, where I can pop my shit whenever I want to and how I want to. And it ain't too much a Democrat can do about it. It ain't too much a Democrat can tell me that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? A Democrat can't tell me nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? Cause they ain't got nothing going on. But what I want to do, right, early this morning, I want to kind of like, share something with the people this morning, man. Uh, as y'all guys know, there's a lot of stuff going on, not just between Russia and Ukraine, right? What we want to know and what I want to know, right? Why is Barack Obama? Y'all listen at me and listen at me good, because I'm gonna hit y'all with a little ism, right? Why is Barack Obama taking the initiative to speak on something that has nothing to do with him. And yes, by the way, I have a haircut. So why is Barack Obama speaking on something that has nothing to do with him, right? Because, see, the last time I checked, he was a former president, if that's what y'all want to call him. If y'all want to call Barack Obama a former president, then, you know, it's each his own. You call him what you want to call him. I don't see him as being a former president. What I see Barack Obama as being is a former sellout. Yeah, he's a sellout. He's somebody that criminally conspired with the same country right now that Donald Trump is telling either you bag up off of Ukraine or it's going to be some severe consequences as a result. That's what Donald Trump said. And I'm translating that to you because I'm just the messenger. That's what I do. I get the information and I slide it on to the people. I slide it down the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? You can put it in your pipe and smoke it. You can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tree bark and do that. But what I'm saying is this right here, guys. This is what it boils down to. It takes somebody with courage, right? It takes somebody with the capacity, right? And it also takes someone with the audacity to say, you know what? I'm going to take a step forward and I'm not going to ask, but I'm going to demand. And Donald Trump then literally told Vladimir Putin, you already in some boiling hot water, the bullshit you pulled with Barack Obama when y'all rigged the 2016 election. You need to go ahead and fall back right now while you got the opportunity. Because guess what? Trump had already told Putin, I'll come see about you. Now, I know y'all probably saying I'm making this up. I'm just a messenger. I can show it to you black and white on the TV right now. And I'm going to get to that point where I might just show y'all something. Because, see, one thing about it with me, right? People be saying I be on here freestyling and making up stuff and as I go, so on and so forth, etc., right? But let me tell y'all something. Barack Obama is a known sellout, definitely. You can't disagree with that. Crooked Joe Biden is a sellout. Kamala Harris, sellout. Bill Clinton, sellout. Hillary Clinton, sellout. George Bush, all the Bushes, sellouts. Even the former president's son, Hunter Biden, sellout. All these folks are sellouts, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell y'all something, right? And I ain't going to hold you long. But if you want to tag Doc Rich, if you want to tag Candace Owens, go ahead and do so right now. Now is the perfect time to do so. And whoever talked, you know what? I already know I already know who playing around with the likes. So I'm finna do something about that. When it's live in, I'm gonna do something about that because I know what's going on. We ain't got time for games. I don't play games. I ain't got time for the games no more. So I'm gonna do away with that when this live stream is over with. So back to what I was saying. MAGA, make America great again, right? That's what that stands for. We know that's what that stands for. Make America great again. But right now, that's right, Paul, you already know what time it is. Yes, sir. Kamala will never be president of the United States of America. She don't qualify. She disqualified herself when she pulled that BS bogus move with the border. When she opened the border and allowed those illegal aliens or illegal immigrants, whatever you want to describe them as, into our country, right? And they created a whole lot of chaos and confusion, and still to this day they doing so. But we want to shout out Tom Homan, the new border czar, because out there in California, ICE is doing a hell of a job. They plucking them up. They plucking them, and sending them up out of here. So at least we have somebody that's on their job doing what they supposed to do. See, you can't question Donald Trump's administration. Donald Trump's administration is airtight like Willie and me. That's just the bottom line. And like I said, I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger. And y'all still talking about, I see people are still talking about the Jeffrey Epstein files. When are y'all going to leave that alone? When are y'all going to leave the Jeffrey Epstein files alone, man? Donald Trump's name is nowhere in them files. People are constantly sending me emails, and I keep telling them, man, I'm tired of coming on YouTube Live talking about this Jeffrey Epstein bullcrap. Because that's what it is. A bunch of bullcrap, a bunch of nonsense, bro. And I'm tired of talking about it. I done told y'all 100 times. If y'all want to know anything about the Jeffrey Epstein files, all you got to do is send me an email and ask me if I can send you a copy of what I have in my possession. You don't have to sit here and keep coming in my chat bringing something up that's not relevant, something that does not apply to my current president of the United States of America, which is Donald J. Trump. Trump has nothing to do with that. But I guarantee you, Bill Clinton and that entire democratic system, if that's what you want to call it, they got something to do with it. I can rest assured that. But see, like I say, make no mistakes about it. Y'all gonna believe what you want to believe either way. It don't matter what I show you. I can come on here and show you black and white, and y'all still gonna have the same mindset, the same concept, the same outview. Trump this, Trump this, Trump that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm finna ask y'all a whole lot of questions right now, right? First and foremost, if I have any MAGA, right? Listen at me and listen at me good. If I have any MAGA supporters, true MAGA supporters and Republicans on my live stream right now, double tap the stream for the win. Like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on all post notification bell. Tell a friend to let a friend know your boy self-conscious, aka Self-Con Live, and I'm about to pop my shh like I always do. Y'all already know what time it is. Ain't no secret. Double tap the stream. Trump train, bottom of the hour. Jump on it. Get on it. Let's flat foot do it. Because guess what? Bill Clinton finna go down. Barack Obama finna go down. Vladimir Putin, if he don't end that war with Ukraine, his ass about to go down. That's right. Kill three birds with one stone. Because see, Donald Trump ain't playing with these clowns, man. What part? You didn't get the memo? I didn't stutter. I didn't stutter when listen, man, let me tell y'all something, right? I'm sitting right here, I'm agitated, right? The reason why I'm agitated and frustrated, because we got a lot of ignorant ass American people, right? That's right, that's what I said, I didn't stutter. Ignorant ass American people not seeing the big picture. Because right now, everybody's mind is focused on the big, beautiful bill. You're worried about food stamps and you're worried about Medicaid. That's why y'all missing the big picture. Because you're worrying about something that you have no control over. You can stress it, you can talk it, you can repeat it, you can pronounce it, you can denounce it, you can do whatever you want to do. You do not have any control over this big, beautiful bill, which I find to be very satisfying. Do I need to repeat that? Do I need to repeat that? Because I didn't stutter. I find this big, beautiful bill to be very satisfying to the world, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Because all you able bodies out there, all you MLs that's sitting on your behind for the ones that can work. Because make no mistake about it, you do in fact have a lot of people that meet the criteria out there of receiving Medicaid and food stamp benefits. I get that part. But that's a small percentage. If we gonna round that motherfucker off to the nearest 100 or the nearest 1,000, boy, it's borderline. It's borderline. It's not a whole lot out there that fit that criteria. But however, and at the same time, at the same token and at the same speed, my question is, what are we talking about? Right? Because if you believe in your heart sincerely, listen at me and listen at me good, right? Because a lot of y'all take what I say and run with it the wrong way. A lot of y'all fuck off in your minds when I'm saying stuff, right? So pay close attention. If you believe in your heart, within your heart, if you agree with Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill, listen at what I'm saying. If you agree with Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill, type the number 1 in my chat. I want to see who agree with it. And I'm gonna explain to you my concept of the big beautiful bill, but I need to know if any of y'all guys on this stream, okay, I got one said no. So Carl, you gotta explain yourself why. Explain to me and the people why on live right now you don't agree with that. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. Do I believe in Donald? Do I believe in this big beautiful bill in its entirety? No. Hell no. No, I don't. I believe in 85% of it, right? And there's still 10% floating in the air right now, right? 15, correction. And the other 15% that I don't disagree with is because I feel like he could have took it to a whole new level. But overall, I agree with the big, beautiful bill. Do I agree with the fact that Donald Trump is having a sit down with Vladimir Putin and telling him right now, if you don't end this war against Ukraine, I'm going to come see about you? I agree with that as well. Do I agree with Barack Obama needs to be prosecuted and charged for committing treason, for criminally conspiring with Vladimir Putin to rig the 2016 election? Yes. Do I think Bill Clinton need to be investigated for taking them 27 trips out there to Jeffrey Epstein's island with all them kids? Yes. I truly believe in that. And I'm going to tell you, I don't have to tell you why, because I'm explaining to you why I agree with that in its entirety. Y'all need to double tap the stream. Like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on all post notification bell. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Trump train, bottom of the hour is about to get ugly. Y'all better get them lights up right now. Get the peoples in the building. I'm finna drop a bomb. I'm finna drop a bomb. Give me a second. I'm finna drop a bomb. Big facts. I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut. I'm gonna give it to you whether you want it or not. I'm finna give it to you whether you want it or not. Because see, a lot of y'all out there think shit don't stink. A lot of y'all really think shit don't stink out there in the world, right? But guess what? I'm here to show you otherwise. I'm here to show you otherwise, bro. You feel me? Let me show you something. While I'm waiting on this thing to start up over here, let me show y'all something. I ain't got no time for no fake rhymes, man. When I tell y'all Barack Obama finna go down, listen, check this out. Watch this. Y'all think I'm lying, man. Y'all think I'm lying. That's what y'all think. So I got to show y'all people. That's the thing about it. I got to show y'all people. Let me show you something. Listen at this right here. Let me show y'all something, man. I ain't got to make shit up. I'm tired of y'all saying I be making up stuff. Hold up. Hold on, man. I might have to show it to you on the big screen.
I don't really follow that too much.
There we go. See, I ain't got to make nothing up. You ain't got to take nothing I say and run with it. I don't want you to. I don't want you to.
It's sort of a witch hunt, just a continuation of the witch hunt. The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold, Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up to 2020 of the election. They tried to rig the election, and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. But it's time to start, after what they did to me.
That's right.
And
tell them.
Whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people.
That's right.
Obama's been caught directly.
That's right.
And
I
Biden
agree.
was there with him. And Comey was there. And Clapper, the whole group was there. Brennan, they were all there in a room.
That's
but
right.
The leader of the gang was President Obama.
That's
Barack
right.
Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? This was treason. This was every word you can think of. They tried to steal the election. They tried to obfuscate the election. And it's the most unbelievable thing I think I've ever read. So you ought to take a look at that and stop talking about nonsense, because this is big stuff.
Now, guys, listen, let me share something with y'all, right? And I ain't gonna hold you too long, because I get it. It's early in the morning, man. Don't nobody want to hear me talking early this morning. I get that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off the stream for you early this morning. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna get off the stream. But this is one thing that I will say. And I really don't care what nobody feel or how nobody feel about it, because at the end of the day, I believe in speaking the truth. And with that being said, let me pull this thing up. Let me pull this up. This is crazy, man. Y'all just, I don't know what to say about y'all people no more, man. Y'all Democrats, man, you know, y'all say some of the most dumbest stuff in the world. And then when people put you in check, you can't accept it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good, though, because I'm finna show y'all what's going on. Bam. Hold on. Y'all, because I'm going to tell you, right? Somebody had told me one time, they was like, yourself. I was like, yo, what's up? They was like, man, what you, how do you feel about this Donald Trump and this Jeffrey Epstein thing? And I'm like, what you mean about that? You know, because people ain't talking about the fact that Barack Obama passed these laws allowing these men to marry men. I mean, this gay shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't think nothing happened to Barack? I bet it will. Yeah, TJ, that's what I do, man. I try to wake up the American people, man, because a lot of us, you know, we caught up in our BS ways, right? And Donald Trump, you know, this is what I want to say for everybody out there that's still talking about the Jeffrey Epstein situation, right? The files or whatnot. Before I get into this with Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, I want y'all to check something out, man, because it's a disgrace. It is a disgrace for the American people to be sitting right here trying to categorize and disrespect my president, trying to place him within something that he had nothing to do with from the beginning. So without further ado, I'm going to let y'all see what I'm talking about, and I'm going to let you be your own judge, because I'm just a messenger. I'm just a damn messenger. That's all I am. You can say what you want to say about me, but I'm just a messenger. I'm finna show y'all what's going on. That's right. That's what I'm finna do.
Tonight we have new reporting from Rolling Stone on how Donald Trump views the women who have come forward. Trump has said that some of these people speaking out are, in his words, clearly of a Democrat political affiliation.
That's right.
And has repeatedly critiqued the string of media appearances by Epstein accusers and their families, arguing that some of them are just trying to make him look bad.
That's right.
Swin Soothsang is one of the reporters who broke that story. He is a senior political reporter at Rolling Stone, and he joins me now. Good to see you. Thanks for being here on set tonight.
Thank you for having me.
It sort of sounds from your reporting like Donald Trump sees himself as the victim here and not all the survivors who were personally impacted by Epstein.
Absolutely. And that is par for the course for this president. Whatever is going on the political or personal.
We don't want to hear that. We want to hear from the president himself. We want to hear from President Donald Trump. We don't want to hear none of that. We don't want to see no commercials either.
Better for worse, it's not the sort of thing you can fake. There's no substitute, no alternative, no replacement. But without it, political parties of any and all stripes have learned again and again, perhaps some more.
We don't want to hear nothing. We want to hear from the president.
Genuine grassroots enthusiasm.
We want to hear from the president. Bottom line, we want to hear from Trump. We don't want to hear from no damn news reporters. That's fine.
Excitement among the vast majority of your voters, electorally, you are toast. So you can understand why Democrats are starting to feel like they've got their mojo back today. The wind back in their sails, thanks to a rather unexpected issue.
No, they ain't got no
NBC
mojo.
News calls the, quote, burning hot center of Democratic politics right now, the battle over in order to deny Republicans a quorum as they endeavor to rip up Texas's congressional districts mid-decade. Abbott says once the legislature's special session ends Friday, he plans to immediately begin a new one until he can push through his new, even more Republican-friendly map, a special request from Donald Trump. One of those Democrats outside of Texas state lines right now is Representative James Tallarico. Fox News invited him on their air yesterday to talk gerrymandering, and this is how it went.
You gave the ballgame analogy. In my view, what has happened here is you've done something in certain states, and you don't like it when it's done in Republican states. And now you're saying
We want to hear from President Trump.
Tomorrow, Donald Trump will fly to Alaska to meet with a war criminal who he has called a genius in order to avoid questions about a pedophile who raped children while Senator Chris Van Hollen in a town hall tonight.
Why won't they release the Epstein files? Couldn't let you leave without
So they should release the Epstein files right now.
We don't care about that. Release them.
And they obviously have the power to do it. I mean, this is something, if you rewind the tape, Pam Bondi and so many others said that everyone should have access to the Epstein files. And I agree. I think this is there's enough of a public interest here, and that the victims of these terrible crimes deserve to have transparency and accountability. These are, I think people recognize just how horrible what happened to these young women and girls was. And
Ask Bill Clinton.
the perpetrators should be known.
That's right,
And they
Bill
should be held
Clinton.
accountable. And you can release the files in a way that protects the victims, but doesn't protect the perpetrators.
Donald Trump's approval rating has dropped to 38%, but that is not the worst polling number Donald Trump faces tonight, because 71% of Americans think Donald Trump knew some or a lot about the sex crimes committed by Jeffrey Epstein against children before the investigations into Jeffrey Epstein even began.
That's a lie.
And a majority of Republicans think the same thing. 56% of Republicans think Donald Trump knew some or a lot about the sex crimes committed by Jeffrey Epstein. 56% of Republicans. It is at this low point in Donald Trump's public support that he has chosen to try to rig congressional districts in Texas to give Republicans 5 more Republican seats in the House of Representatives, so that Donald Trump can guarantee that Republicans will control the House of Representatives and he won't be impeached by the House of Representatives during this term of his presidency. There is only one state bigger than Texas, and that state has the power to crush Donald Trump's Texas plan for controlling the House of Representatives. And the governor of that state stepped up today to accept the challenge from Donald Trump and Texas Republicans.
Should these glasses be illegal in the U.S.? Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends roasted me for buying.
Here's the good thing about California, folks. We're the size of 21 state populations combined. We're the 4th largest economy in the world. We're not a small, isolated state. I know they say don't mess with Texas. Well, don't mess with the great Golden State. And so we're here with our state of mind, with the clarity of our purpose and conviction, to recognize that we need to reconcile the world we're living in. We do have agency. We're not bystanders in this world. We can shape the future, and that's what we intend to do today. Here he is once again trying to rig the system. He doesn't play by a different set of rules. He doesn't believe in the rules. And as a consequence, we need to disabuse ourselves of the way things have been done. It's not good enough to just hold hands, have a candlelight vigil, and talk about the way the world should be. We have got to recognize the cards that have been dealt. And we have got to meet fire with fire. And we've got to be held to a higher level of accountability. So that's what this is about. It's not complicated. We're doing this in reaction to a president of the United States that called a sitting governor of the state of Texas and said, find me 5 seats. We're doing it in reaction to that act. We're doing it mindful of our higher angels and better angels. We're doing it mindful that we want to model better behavior, as we've been doing for 15 years in the state of California with our independent redistricting commission. But we cannot unilaterally disarm. We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear. We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear district by district all across this country, not just in Texas, but in Missouri, where J.D. Vance went just a week ago, in Indiana, in places like Ohio, in places like Florida. We need to stand up, not just California. Other blue states need to stand up. We need to be firm in our resolve.
And so the fight against Donald Trump and Trumpism is now engaged in a way it has never been engaged before by California and its governor. Governor Newsom reminded the country that this all started with a desperate phone call from Donald Trump to the Republican governor of Texas, asking the governor to find him 5 more House seats in Texas.
They want to rig these elections, and they want the power that gerrymandering provides, because they know what Donald Trump knows. He's going to lose the midterms. He knows de facto his presidency ends in 17 months, when Speaker Jeffries is back in office. Why else would you try to rig the system? Why else would you make the phone call? He's a failed president.
How is this
Donald
man
Trump
a failed
sent his
president?
masked ICE agents to loiter outside the building where Governor Newsom was speaking today as yet another demonstration of how Donald Trump wastes the deployment of federal agents and federal troops for his own amusement and his own purely political stunts.
Who else sends ICE same time having a conversation like this? Someone who's weak. Someone who's broken. Someone whose weakness is masquerading as strength. The president in modern history, an economy that's collapsing all around him. You saw the new wholesale prices going up almost a full percentage point today. Inflation is going up. Job creation is going down. He's trying to rewrite history, Smithsonian, censoring historical facts. And in the spirit of what Adam Schiff said, he's trying to put America in reverse on voting rights, civil rights, LGBTQ rights, on women's rights. He wants to bring us back to a pre-1960s world. That's what this is all about. It's about power, and I want to end on this. And we are about to give power back to the people.
Governor Newsom explained that there's a big difference in the way California will redistrict congressional maps of that state.
This is the difference between what's happening in Texas and what's happening here in California. We didn't receive a phone call from the President of the United States to then quietly go in the back room and start drawing maps and legislatively try to jam them through against the consent of the people. We're doing precisely the opposite. We're working through a very transparent, temporary, and public process. We're putting the maps on the ballot, and we're giving the power to the people. This will be the first redistricting that's ever done. That's the difference. We tried to raise the standards, and these guys are not playing by any set of rules. So this time requires us to act anew, not just think anew.
Hold up. Let me pause this for a minute.
And so this is what fighting
Let me pause this
Donald
for a minute.
Trump.
Let me pause this for a minute, right? Let me make sure I just heard what the hell I just said. Did this man just not say they trying to set standards? The Democrats are trying to set standards? Because the last time I checked, and to be honest with y'all, they had 12 total years in office to set whatever standards that they said they wanted to set, right? They didn't do so. So why did it take Donald Trump's actions, right? Why did it take Donald Trump moving the way Donald Trump is moving, doing the things that he's doing right now, to even make these Democrats start saying the stuff that they saying? Because last time I checked, man, they had equal opportunity. See, that's the point that y'all missing, right? A lot of people's are, y'all not looking at the fact that these Democrats has been so horrible since when they was in office. They was horrible. I don't care what nobody say. You can come on here and try to disagree with whatever I'm saying. I don't give a damn about none of that. At the end of the freaking day, the Democrats mean nothing good to America nor to the American people. Because when we were struggling, when we was going through that inflation, when the people was down and out on their last leg, trying to figure out how they gonna make loose ends meet, these motherfuckers was too busy funding money for these homosexuals to get their sex changed while they was incarcerated. It's okay. It's all good. Today is probably not the day that y'all want to hear the truth, because the numbers are showing it. 22 likes. I'd have been on here 34 minutes. I surely hate to waste valuable time and energy, right? So I'm going to end this live stream. I'm going to end this live stream for now. I may come back on later on. I may not, right? But this is not going to work right here. This is not going to work. Neither party is good for America. I'm not going to agree with that. No, you're right, but I would say the same for Republicans. Both parties are trash. That's your opinion. They were horrible. You're right. They were. The Democrats were horrible. Absolutely. That's right, Ghost and yep, spot on. I appreciate that. Who in that? Christina? I mean, let me go back and see what Jacob said. Milk the public for millions of dollars. Yes, that's what the Democrats done. You're absolutely right. You're right. To be honest with you, Ghost, Republicans are the better party, but you're going to have a lot of people that disagree with that. You ain't going to have folks agree with you on that. Appreciate that, John. So, our Constitution said we are all republic, not a democracy. You right, Christina. You absolutely right. So you smart. You do your homework. You do your homework. I definitely appreciate people like you that on my live stream. You do your homework. But guys, I'm about to end this live stream, man. I will be back probably tomorrow. I don't like the numbers that I'm seeing up there, and I feel like I'm wasting time and energy.